I don't have words. Like, this is really, I'm really sad. Like, this is not good. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Sean. This is the Cougar Eliminator Den. I appreciate you stopping by. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And now on to today's video. This is an original Cougar GT wheel. This is mounted on the car for 56 years. I'm very surprised at how nice this has turned out. I didn't film very much of this process because it's pretty monotonous. But pretty much all I did was I soaked this wheel in a molasses bucket for days and days, take it out, scrub it with a wire brush by hand, put it back, do it again, do it again, do it again. Probably like 5-6 rounds of that over the course of, I don't know, like 2 weeks, and the rust slowly disappears and it leaves a bare metal finish. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this has turned out. This wheel is very rough. Probably most people would say not savable, unless maybe you blasted it or something, but I have managed to, for the most part, bring it back. So here's the inside of it. This was very rusty. Here I have satin clear. I'm hoping this is going to be okay. If not, I can always strip it again. So we'll see how it turns out. We just got done having breakfast, heading over to Mark's. He's the guy who was doing the restoration on the 78 Mach 1, the Super Cougar Jet car.
So I needed one to do a couple little parts.
It's looking like a car again, finally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just parkerized a bunch of stuff to come out nice.
Looks pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
So even these, I was able to blast these and just throw these right in the parkerizer, and it saves. Yeah. So you have the original ones.
Those in gloss black?
It came a little glossier than it probably should have, but it's okay. Yeah.
Is that the stuff I got?
Yep.
Control arms turned out good.
Yeah, the control arms look really nice.
Yeah.
Yep, they came out.
And you were able to straighten this freaking thing out pretty well, huh? The back here.
Yeah, I gotta get the latch and it'll pull the trunk lid over a little. But it'll fit really nice and everything when it's done. I just got, like everything that you had that was done was rusted. Your calipers, they were in the bags, rusty. Completely rusty.
So you had to go back through those?
Yeah, just dusted them off. Even like the leaf springs were.
Yeah, that's what happens when things take forever.
Yeah, like.
Oh yeah.
So now they look like.
They're supposed to.
Yeah.
What finish is on there? Is that a finish or is that just?
They're painted.
Oh, okay.
Everything up front, wherever there's got to be a bolt attached to it, I did in like bare metal, but clear coated it.
Looking super good. All the photos I'll put up. After that, went to a little electrical shop that does like automotive electrical called All Start Electric. I was recommended by Scott Taylor to go. That's the shop he uses. He's a local guy for doing alternators and starters and stuff. So I brought the GT Cougar electrical components with me. Starter, or I didn't bring a starter, but the alternator, voltage regulator, solenoid, and that shop is going to go through the alternator and restore the internals. Hopefully, be able to restore the internals, and so end up with a all original restored alternator of the Cougar GT, the original alternator. And he's going to test the voltage regulator and make sure that's good. That's original as well. Solenoid, he said, should be good. We can't really test the solenoid or the coil unless it's on the car. So probably gonna cross that road when we come to it. Done a pretty bad job filming. Been here for a couple hours, but I just want to give a quick walk around. A couple lifts. This is Marcus Angel's shop. Got a 70 Boss car over here, Trans Am car. 67 coupe, I think. 70 bus 9. This is what we saw at McCacken. Dennis's car, high level restoration done by Mark Bedney, our restoration guy. Over there is a 69 GT500 mid restoration. Pretty nice. Bought some stuff today. Bought a radiator for my 69 Eliminator 4-speed. Really hard to find radiator. But complete 391 rear end by Terry Moore. Housing, gears, pinion, ring gear, pumpkin, all that stuff, everything for the 70 Eliminator, the green car cross, because that car had a long rear end in it.
Business good, Marcus?
Yeah.
So.
So today is a pretty big day for me. I'm excited and a little bit nervous. The 67 Cougar GT, since I've owned it, which would be mid 2021, about 2.5 years, I had never washed it. I brought it home. My dad and I brought it home from Kentucky. Trailered it like 2,000 miles, and we got in a big rainstorm, and that's it. That's the only water this car has seen since we've owned it. Before we got it, it was parked in like a shed slash barn, covered on the top but open on the sides since 1981. So that's 40 years that I've been in that shed. So I think it's safe to say this car has not been washed in 42 years, 43 years. And today's the day I'm gonna wash it. I have been putting it off because I didn't really know at what step of the process I wanted to wash the car. And I decided that it's probably better to do it now before I get the engine and interior and everything together. Just do it now so I have less stuff to worry about getting water on or in. So as the car sits, it's quite dirty. Windows are dirty. Nothing's been cleaned on this car. There was one spot over here that the previous owners did kind of just wipe down, just to get an idea how the paint looked. You can see there's even like a layer of dust on this because, like I said, I've not really even touched the paint on this car. The only cleaning I've done was on the engine compartment. I spent a couple weeks trying to get all the dirt and grime and stuff off the inside of the engine compartment, inner fenders, firewall. So this is somewhat clean, nowhere near perfect because it's original, of course. But yeah, that's the farthest I've gone. So right now I'm going to pull the car out, park it right here, and I have a hose connected over there. So here it is. Got the 390 mounted on the rotating engine stand. That actually went really well. Went very smoothly. It helped that the engine lifted pretty flat the first attempt. So made it really easy to get it on, actually. So I'm really happy with how smoothly this went. Now I can get started on kind of prepping the rest of the engine for paint. Now that I can flip it over, I can do the pan and I guess start prepping the rest of it, get things bolted on, stuff that will be painted on the engine. I just got done fully prepping the exterior of the engine for the new paint I purchased for it, corporate blue. I went over the whole engine with a little sanding block here, as well as steel wool, and did a good little sand over the whole engine, make sure I got every little nook and cranny, and blew it off. And now I just completed wiping the whole engine down with solvent. So it should be a good surface for new paint. Placed a small order through NPD yesterday afternoon for these 2 little parts, so I can finalize getting the engine assembled. This is the water bypass inlet tube. This goes on the front of the intake for the water pump right here. I'm going to be installing that pretty soon, and that other elbow screws in right here. I picked up some JB Weld high heat 550 degree epoxy for sealing the intake bypass hose into the intake, and I'm hoping that this will not leak or cause any issues. There it is. I used just a block of wood, hit it with a hammer, try not to damage this part of it, the nipple part of it. So yeah, went in pretty easily. I'm gonna wipe off the excess epoxy and we're gonna be good to go. Swung by the auto parts. So I swung by the auto parts store, picked up a little tube of Permatex 2 for the water pump and thermostat. Picked up this gasket. It's the oil filter adapter gasket. The one that was on the engine I ended up scraping off, so I had to get a new one. Also have a couple heater hoses. This is for the fitting here, and then this one is for the PCV right here, and that goes to this nipple here. And I have a thermostat here, nothing special, 195 degree thermostat. And yeah, I'm pretty much ready to start putting the front of the engine back together, getting pretty close to paint. I'm gonna start assembling certain things and I'll be painting it pretty soon. The water neck and thermostat are on. All right, so I wasn't going to film this and I was just going to act like it didn't happen, but I realized after putting the thermostat and the water neck on that somehow I put the thermostat on backwards. I had it like this with the spring on that, which is not correct. I have to clean that off. Anyway, so I took it off, flipped it around, and was in the process of tightening it. Well, that's what happens when you're rushing because you did something wrong. Well, lo and behold, aluminum is pretty brittle. Yes, I broke the thermostat housing. This is a very hard to find 390, 67 only, big block Shelby GT500 thermostat housing. So, and this thing was actually really nice. Like, it was really good shape. It's very freaking unfortunate. Like, I don't have words. Like, this is really, I'm really sad. Like, this is not good. Yeah, they're not easy to find. They're very hard to find, and they are very expensive. So, anyway, very sad. Just wanted to update you guys. That's the reason the thermostat is no longer on the engine, because I freaking broke it.